Hey guys, and welcome to Easily Lean. A lot of you guys had questions after I posted the first video about what I actually did to lose all the weight. Like, you wanted to know what my diet was like, what I was doing to work out, and how I kept myself motivated through the past couple of years. So the main question you guys were asking me when I posted the first video was what my diet was like. Initially, when I was really heavy, I was probably eating somewhere around 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day, which is an absolute monstrous amount of food, like absolutely ridiculous amounts I was eating. So I decided to tone down what I was eating and cut out all the junk food, so no more pop, cookies, brownies, stuff like that. And after a few months though, I hit a bit of a weight loss plateau, and by that point though, I was looking into the actual science of nutrition, diet, and weight loss, and learned a lot about how your caloric intake is actually what affects your weight loss, not the actual type of foods you're eating. So I decided to set myself at about 2,000 calories per day, and that would allow me to sustain about 2.5 pounds of fat lost per week. At that time, I was eating probably about 3 to 4 square meals a day, and I could have done like 5 to 8 or just a lot of little meals over the day, but for my lifestyle I personally found that 3 to 4 worked best for me. Now I'm eating at about 1,600 calories a day, just because as you continually lose weight, your body needs less energy to maintain its mass. So I've toned it down to 1,600 calories now that I'm at 150 pounds, and this is allowing me to lose about pound and a half per week. Now, what I'm eating and what I've constantly been eating is, initially it's been a lot of turkey and chicken. I really found that was a good way for me to get some protein, keep it on the low calorie side, but also have filling foods. I didn't neglect carbs or fats though either. For carbs, I'd also try and keep it very filling, so oatmeal and whole grains. And then for my fats, just because I only had peanut butter and nuts lying around, I pretty much lived off that for my fat intake. Though you can also get fats from things like coconut milk, whole milk. Red meats also have a lot of good fat in them as well. For what I'm eating right now though, I do have a specific diet plan that I've been following pretty hardcore for the past few months. And I'll start off with a 600 calorie bowl of oatmeal. And I really love my oatmeal, probably have about 2 more of these full of oats, and then probably about 3 or 4 big bags of oatmeal lying around my house. Then, because oatmeal, it is a little bit plain to eat on its own, I do like to mix some things into it. Right now, because I want to get a lot of protein, I'll usually take a scoop or 2 of whey, mix that in with some milk, just only a little bit though, like maybe about 1/10 of a cup. And because I do take a lot of whey, I have a pretty big supply. So we order it online in bulk, and this is our garbage bag full of whey. And that'll probably last me about maybe a month. And with that, I also like to get some fats in that oatmeal as well. So what we do is order some peanut flour online. And with this peanut flour, mix it in and make a peanut butter out of it. And it's a little bit lower calorie than what they offer at like a store-bought brand of peanut butter, and a little bit better source of protein as well. So that's breakfast. Then lunch and dinner consist of meat. So usually I have a turkey breast or some chicken breast. And depending on what sort of macros I need for that day, I might have a little bit of fat, so some more peanut butter. Or if I'm good for fat, I'll just kind of eat whatever I want. So usually some good whole grains, maybe some veggies, kind of whatever I'm feeling like that day. So that was my diet, and that's my current diet. And another question you guys were asking though was what my workouts were like. So I could have ran for 2-3 hours a day on a treadmill or just done like tons of working out, but I didn't need to, because diet is about 90% of weight loss, and then exercise is about 10% of the weight loss process, because really it's all about your calories, not about how much you're working out. So I was working out Monday to Friday, so 5 times a week, and usually for about an hour, hour and a half per session. And I focused more on strength training just because that allowed me to maintain as much muscle mass as I could, and also build a little lean mass so that when I am down to my current leanness, I have a little bit of a physique. And if I did it just pure cardio and running, probably would be a lot scrawnier, skinnier, not have as much muscle mass. So at the beginning, I focused on doing a beginner strength training program. It was Mark Ripeto's Starting Strength. And with that, I did that just so I could learn the big key concepts. So squats, deadlifts, bench press, overhead press, chin-ups, bent over rows, just those big key compound exercises that work multiple muscle groups at the same time. But I also did throw in a little bit of accessory work just to make sure I was hitting my core a little bit, doing some triceps, calves, just kind of making sure everything was getting worked at the same time. And now that I've been doing that for a while, I transitioned into doing more advanced programs. So I looked into the Russian program Shiko, I did Texas style for a bit, and now I've settled in 5-3-1 just because it's worked really well. It's not crazy hardcore intense, so I'm not dying as I'm on a caloric deficit. And all in all, really good program. Have a bunch of accessory work built in just to make sure I'm working all the muscle imbalances I had from being so morbidly obese. And then the final question I was getting a lot from you guys was, how did I keep myself motivated through all this? And really, it has been just to constantly see improvement. So it was either on the scale or in the mirror. I just wanted to keep doing better and better and better, because when I was making progress, it's like, I want to keep doing this. I want to get better. I want to be leaner. I want to weigh less. So I'd set myself little goals throughout the long-term process of getting ab definition, because I've always wanted to be able to see my abs, and I'm finally starting to, so it's like, yay! And so my short-term goals would be like over a 2 or 3 month period, I'd lose 10 pounds over that period of time. So I think it was when I was at about 210 pounds, I was like, all right, by 3 months from now, I want to be under 200. And just little short-term goals like that really helped me keep on track on the way to that big overarching goal of weight loss. Then one thing that also really did help is the support I was getting from family and friends. Like, it makes a huge difference having someone to talk to about all the stress and how hard it is at the beginning. And also, it's really nice to have a workout buddy, just because you have someone always with you to push you and help you strive to continually do better. Also, me and Brody are a little competitive, so we're always seeing who can be stronger than each other. And thank you guys for watching. If you have any more specific questions, though, about diet and weight loss, please leave a comment below or send us a message through the Facebook page or even an email through the Gmail account. And we're going to be doing more videos over time, so please subscribe, because we're going to go more in depth about what weight loss actually is and how to do it effectively.